What's up, e-bikers? This is the Yotobike Leopard. It's my newest e-bike in the shop for review, and this thing is a massive, massive trail beast. There are big e-bikes and there are big e-bikes. This is one of those, courtesy of these 26 by 4.8 inch tires sitting here on the frame. These things are like industrial tires that belong in like a bull or a rock truck or something like that. But massive tires, big battery, full suspension. Let's get into the specs. Okay, so we're rocking a 1,000 watt motor back here. It is unbranded, it looks like, but that's paired with a 20 amp hour 48 volt 20 amp hour battery here in the down tube. Nice big battery. Any big e-bike like this needs a big battery, otherwise it's not worth buying. So, but this is definitely one of those. This is the Leopard from Yotobike. They make some other bikes as well. It looks like a very similar bike to the those Hemingway I think Cobras that are out there with the full suspension. This comes in a mid-drive model as well. It's more expensive, but price on this thing is $18.99. It's on sale right now for you big guys out there. If you're looking for one of these e-bikes, you got the RST Guide front fork here. Very nice. Let's see, other spec-wise, speed is 28 miles an hour. We'll put that to the test. The front fork has 95 millimeters of travel, so that's a big beefy fork. With lockout and adjustment. 7-speed Shimano, and 26 by 4.8 tires, thumb throttle, and dual hydraulic brakes, of course. These rotors are pretty big, actually. Look at the size of those rotors down there. They're nice and thick, too. And the brakes are, let's see here. I'm not sure what brand the brakes are, but look at these little reservoirs for the mineral oil. They're on both of them. It looks like a jewel, or some kind of jewel on the bike, like an emerald, sitting up there on those brake levers. It's kind of neat. Never seen that before. Payload capacity is 400 pounds, and the bike itself weighs 80 pounds. So it's a pretty heavy bike, and I find it kind of hard to steer, just being a skinny 6'1", 175. But I think a big guy would have no problems with this e-bike, and that's definitely who it's for. Comes with a 3 amp charger. Range claim is 60-80 miles. It's probably more around 40 to 40-ish to 50-ish, depending on how you ride it, of course. But the motor peaks to 1700 watts, it says, which is pretty nice. Firelink suspension system. It's a 4-bar linkage, providing a nice traction there. That shock, though, is a very ubiquitous kind of budget shock, I think, but it's pretty beefy linkage there. When you're looking at it, it's a good almost an inch, I'd say 3/4 of an inch wide almost there. Comfort wise, it's pretty comfy so far. I've been riding it, and it has an automatic, has a front light on here, and it comes with a rear USB light, though I'm not really fond of it. But braking it's a little soft, to be honest with you. It does take a while to stop because it's such a big bike, I think. This bike is 82 inches long, by the way, so it's definitely one of the longest e-bikes I've had. It's up there with that Blix Ultra. So you can need a big rack for this thing, or a big pickup bed. Let's take a look at the cockpit. Okay, so you got your hydraulic brakes. You got these faux rubber stitched grips here, or vinyl leather, full leather grips. They're not locking. They do move a little bit. Thumb throttle here on the left. Here's your control pad, power, set, up and down. I'm not sure what set's for. Your display, and then on the right side you get your typical Shimano shifter. Let's turn the bike on. Okay, very nice display here. You get voltage and you get battery bars. Very nice touch. Total, I got 4 miles on the bike so far. I'm in normal mode. If I hit the set button, it just goes to time and trip. If I hit the power button, that puts the light on. And of course, up and down, PS 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there you go, that's all you get there. But very nice display, easy to read, and sharp looking. And let's go put this thing on the road and get rolling here. See how this thing corners very easily. It's like riding a motorcycle. GPS says we're faster. That's a first. These brakes. Alright, let's drop this thing down to PS1 and see what it does here. We're doing 7. Bike's doing, oh, I'm in 0, sorry. There's 1. Okay, here we go. Doing 8 miles an hour, there's 9.8. PS2. I'm in 7th gear, by the way. We're doing 14 miles an hour, PS2. PS3. We are doing 18, 19, 21, according to that. PS4. We're doing 22. Let's turn the corner here and do PS5 for a top speed run. PS5, here we go. Pedaling. I don't have full extension here, but I don't think this bike needs it. There's 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Alright, I started going uphill there. 27 miles an hour. 25.9 here on the display. Okay, hill test time. On the Yotobike Leopard, 1000 watt. It's better not break 10 up there, so let's see how it goes. Throttle only. I'm doing 10 miles an hour. Starting to gain speed here. I'm only at about half battery, so it's probably why I didn't get 28 on the speed test. Thought I charged it up, but I've only done 6 miles so far, so I guess I didn't charge it all the way. 14, just chugging along here. At this white mailbox, I'm gonna start getting steeper. I'll start pedaling. I'm in 4th gear. All right, here we go. Start pedaling. Oh yeah, feel that motor kick in. Doing 11, doing 10, 10.5, 10.4, 10.5. Stay there. 10.3, 10.2, 10.1, 10. Don't go below 10. All right. Stayed above 10 all the way. So 10 miles an hour was your minimum speed uphill. Satisfactory score for 1,000 watt. All right, let's do a downhill run and test out the brakes. Okay, here we go, downhill run. Seven, 28, 29, 30 miles an hour. I'll lean into the turn here. got to on this bike. 31, 32, 33. Hit the brakes. All right. Took a little while. Again, this is a big e-bike, 80 pounds. It feels heavier than that, to be honest with you. So let's go wrap this up and I'll give you my likes and dislikes. Alright, e-bikers, this is Yotobike Leopard. Full suspension and power. Those are the two best things about this e-bike. That shock works pretty well. I do feel it going up and down over bumps. Front shocks are pretty nice, getting 95 millimeters of travel on there. And the power on that 1000 watt motor is pretty good. Comes on strong, and no complaints there in that department. Like the display, and I like the overall looks of the e-bike as well. What I don't like about the bike, not a whole lot. I mean, I don't like the brakes. If I'm being honest, they're a little bit soft for me, not as grippy as I'd like to be. So I'm not sure if it needs more mineral oil or do they need to be bled at all, but they do feel a little soft, to be honest with you. But other than that, not a whole lot to complain about. I think you can get some accessories for the bike, like fenders and racks and stuff, if you want to. But this is a big guy e-bike. This is built for the country. If you live in a rural area with dirt roads, logging roads, trails, fields, I mean, this is a bike meant for that, right? I don't have a need for it here on the streets of Connecticut, so it's not going to be in my stable too long, but there you go anyway. So put 3 comments there on the video. Let me know what you think about the Yotobike. It's very similar to the Hemingway Cobra, I believe. And it's got a nice big battery in there. I have to see how well that battery does. I mean, bike shut off on me, but I was dropping bars pretty fast. And I've only done like 7 miles on the thing, so but we'll see how it is. Anyway, that's it for the Yotobike. More reviews coming, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Crisscrossed.